So I have decided to finally try to tackle this mess that is like right in front. This is also a mess. This is right in front of the house. I have done a grand total of 3 minutes and it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I will try to at least like get it somewhat presentable, but also I don't think I can like take out all the trash at once. So let's see what I manage to do today. 10 minutes later, first trash bag, first whatever cart full of stuff. This is like giving me hope I might get somewhere. Second cart, you can see ground, but that's a win. I'll take it as a win. The pie over there is growing. Let's keep going. Third cart, progress, pile, and thorns that are stuck in my shirt, and I don't know how I will be able to get out. Let's go. Another cart. I don't know which one it is. I lost track. A second bag of stuff. This is all the trash that I have accumulated. I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of all of this. This is the progress. I will need a rake, I believe, because all of these things, it's not that it's impossible to pick them up by hand, but it does not make any sense. We plow on. This is the progress. I would say maybe an hour and a half later. I am super tired, so trash, big pile. I am quite tired, so I will take a break and see how I feel later, or whether I'm gonna start at a different corner. I feel that usually helps with like not getting overwhelmed with doing the same thing over and over again and not progressing a lot, because this is not a lot of progress. It says a lot of progress, but this doesn't feel like it because it's not, complete, and I feel sometimes it helps to move on to a different corner. Let's see. Another day, another attempt at weeding. This is our starting point. We're gonna try to go that way. Let's go. First cart. Progress. It looks terrible. Let's keep going. Second cart. You can sort of see that I made a dent, but it's so overwhelming. That's the pile over there. Still growing. Let's go. Another full cart. Progress. All of this trash was left by builders, by the way. I will have to pick that up as well. But yeah, there is progress. It's a little bit, but there's progress. Let's go. This is the final card for today. My low back is hurting. It's a mess. I might tidy up the ground a little bit, but I think it looks like I did work, I guess. The weather has cleared up a little bit, so it's time for yet another round of the weed pulling. This is where we left off last time. It's still a mess, but honestly way better than it was originally. That's the pile that we are starting with, but I think today we're going to tackle another region because honestly I'm tired of this. So let's do something else. I will start on this region right here because it's sort of impeding the way into the house. So let's go. This is the first cart. There's some sort of bikes going down the center. It's making everything loud. But first cart, progress. I don't know, it looks so disheartening, but it doesn't take all that much time. I'm gonna take it there and let's go. I got interrupted by the neighbor, but second cart, the progress that has been made. Let's keep going. Sup, this is the progress. The next cart. This piece over there will not come out. I'm gonna get the shears and actually just cut it off because I can't pull it out. We're gonna continue a little bit into this, but I'm getting tired, so it might soon be break time. So, progress in, I think, the final for right now. I might return to it a little bit later in the evening or afternoon, but for now, progress. The next card, and I'll show you the pile in a bit. This is the pile. It is, I don't know, about my height and it's tallest, so like 160, or I don't know, I guess like 5'2" in freedom units. It does go down, like once it sort of the branches and everything relax, it will go down, and next time I show you it will be less most likely, but it's huge. It's so huge. But that's where we're cutting it for the day. I am fairly done. Wheat pudding. Very fashionable as well. This is what the fudge. I think we're gonna start over here. In this general area, I would like to have access back to the wood. Obviously, it's mostly scrap wood, but regardless, this stuff I could use it for. Let's get started. So this is cart number 1. This is the progress. You can see my tree over there. It's the one lonely thing standing up. I don't know whether I didn't poison it when I was spraying, but let's hope for the best. This is the pile before I put everything on it. Let's go. Okay. Cart number, I don't know. Another cart. I lose track so quickly. This is the progress. You can at least see the woods by now. We'll see what I'm actually managed to do with them. This is the pile. It is turning into a monstrosity. But let's keep going. Okay, next cart. The progress is mainly over there. I think I'm making it work. Let me cover the camera. Yeah, there are happenings. The pile grows larger ever still. Let's keep going. Another cart, another day, another everything. What was that song? Working 9 to 5. Is that Dolly Parton? No idea. This is the progress so far. I am running a bit low on like afternoon time, but let's go a little bit longer, yeah? Hello. This is yet another cart, and the progress so far. This is sort of where we started. This is the tree that you saw, and this is another tree that I obviously have not seen in a very long time because it has been covered by weeds, but it is alive, healthy, and totally kicking. Let's go a little bit more. I have actually decided to leave it here. Ohio is actually super huge, so the pile grows ever larger and ever scarier and looks like it's toppling over. We will be working on this right here behind my little tree to get to the stonework over there that I hope will one day be a fire pit. Let's get going. I'm not doing carts right now because I'm working right next to the pile, which is super unstable, but this is the progress so far, and I'm gonna rake a bit and try to get the pile a little bit tidier and keep on. The progress. I will need to pick up garbage from the ground, but I think we're making a dent into it. I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of this right there, because that is not weeds, that is a stump of some sort of tree that is growing again, like branches are growing from it. I have no idea. Okay, let's go a little bit longer, maybe try to tackle that over there. Okay, you can see the stonework. It used to be a fence, I think, and most likely a tap, judging by the structure. This has been a very terrible job because there is a lot of these, focus, these things here, absolutely despicable. They are straight up going through the gloves, and it's been a very painful job this time. Hopefully there is no more of them around in the yard. This is the progress. The pile is huge. I am gonna wait for my boyfriend to come dispose of it because it's too much for me. I've already moved the weeds once, okay? This is how much we have done. I could actually go on a little bit further, but I'm being called back to another errand. Soon these two things will be sort of connected, and this is where the fire pit will be. But yeah, there's still a lot of work all around, especially in that area over there. There is also a spruce that I need to uncover, but good progress. Good. Let's call it a day. I'm going to be pulling a very short work day today because I need to bring my dad's car back to him. But this is the little section that we're gonna tackle just so we have this entire bit finished and we can move on to a different part of the yard. Let's go. 15 minutes later, we are done with this section for now. There is obviously stuff sticking out of the wood, but this is something that I'll fix after the wood is also fixed. So that's it for today. See you a bit later, I guess. We're gonna attempt to do this area today. I'm not in the best of moods or in the best energy levels. I am still quite sick and I have been for most of this, but we are gonna try to do this part because I would like to cover this whole bit over there, so it's just soil, and I'll cover it with cardboard and nylon and leave it so next year I can plant stuff. So let's start. This is the progress. It does not look like much at this stage, but it is. This is the first cart. I'm going to show you the pile. The pile looks like it's... You know that monster from the Ghibli movie Mononoke? That's what it looks like. We should start getting rid of it soon. The progress. Now, the second cart. Let's go. This is the progress right now. This is the third cart. I will take a little break. You won't notice anything at all. Let's go. Okay, there we go. The progress. I'm gonna go in with the rake quite soon once these ones over there are done. This is the next cart. Let's go. The progress. I have raked over that area. This is going to have to get cut. Just the entire thing is too thick, too big, too everything to pull. This is the cart. Let's go. The progress so far, we are getting to bare ground. This is gonna be mostly raking, I think, because it's grass. The cart. Yeah, I think I'm progressing nicely. Let's go. Progress. This will need some sort of chainsaw or saw. It's too big. This might need it as well. I'll get this finished today. Cart. Let's go. I was just clearing away some things, some weeds, and look at what I found. This 100% looks like an animal made a hole, and they live somewhere around. I assume a wild one, considering this is also a yard with people. But I don't know. It definitely looks like a path. You can kind of sort of see how it goes, and this here has been trampled. I wonder what it is. The progress. I'm dismantling the little nook that I found over there. I hope that whatever it is that sort of lived here and passed through here quite often, obviously, was not like accidentally poisoned by me spraying the grass. I would assume not, since, you know, I was here and I was loud, so whatever it is, it must have run away. But I still hope so. Cart. Let's go a little bit longer. It's a long day today. The progress so far. I did decide to leave most of this because I realised that it's an elder, I think. Plus, I'm very impressed by its stump. It was cut down at some point, it's growing again. Gotta admire the tenacity. This grass is terrible. I can't believe I'll say this, but it's worse than the tall, spiky weeds. It's so annoying to get rid of. Cart. Let's keep going. So, the progress. It's taking a lot, this grassy bit. Way more than any of the other bits have. Basically, I have done larger areas for less time than I have been doing this. I've been working at it basically all day. Cart. Let's keep going. The progress. There's still so much of the grass. It's so unbelievable. The cart. I have lost track of how many today. Let's go. This is my final progress for the day. There is a little bit of sun left, but it's getting cold once it starts going down. It is October. Tomorrow I continue, maybe get to the ground, maybe manage to cover the whole thing up. The final cart. I'll do a tour of the pile as well. The pile, I believe I will start getting rid of because it's outrageous. I'll give you a spin. There we go. That's like, let's do a full turnaround. Have in mind this is like, I want to say at the highest, most likely about 2 meters tall. And super wide. It's an outrageous amount of plant matter that's just wild. Another day, another work on the yard. The idea today is to turn this over a little bit and cover it. My first cart of the day, and I managed to put on 2 whole pieces of cardboard. I have disturbed the soil underneath, but I'm gonna let it suffocate the weeds. I will also cover it with more things so it can stay until spring. Let's go. This is as far as I'm willing to go in a day. This is terrifyingly difficult. Cart. So someone has decided that the weeds in my yard, for which it was only now warm enough for me to continue working on, someone decided that they're too much of an eyesore and like entered my yard while I was away to apparently do something about it. And they did do something about it. They cut them, which is great because now I'm gonna have to be pulling roots instead of full weeds, which is way easier. And I feel very violated that I did not agree to this. Like, no one asked me whether they should do this. Someone trespassed into my home. Okay, it has been a day. I am still very upset, but maybe less dramatic than I was yesterday. I believe that whoever did this did it with good intentions. They did not help me with this thing. In fact, all they have managed to succeed is make me sort of afraid, because apparently they believe that my yard is common, or like common property, and not like my safe space. So I ultimately am quite upset. I will try to pull up the roots of some of the weeds that have been left behind, or like all of them that have been left behind, but obviously I can't get to them now that I can't see the weeds. I'll just be pulling the largest roots that I can actually find. It is also November, so it gets dark fast. I'm gonna have to try my best, and then we'll just leave it. And this is right in front of the gate, and there is like a big dip because there have been machines coming through, and when it was super muddy they dug through the ground. Obviously this, like the pieces of wood, were left there so they can make the transition into the yard easier on the machines and tires and stuff. I think it's kind of unsafe for my car, so I'm gonna try to fill it in. There is a bit of sand right there, so I'm just gonna remove the weeds and the wood, and then I think try to transfer some of the sand over here. It's a bit bittersweet to have started a new pile once I got rid of the old one. I think I will be getting rid of these as I go, not making a huge pile like last time. I did manage to get the car inside. The hole is slightly filled. I believe this is my cue to end this video and quite probably the weeding operations for this year. I will be going away on a trip until the beginning of December, and I do not see it being able to, or like soft enough for any more digging operations, so springtime it is. Thanks for watching.